Good afternoon. And two Ghanaian companies have been giving the contract to commence. Two Ghanaian companies have been given the contract to commence the construction of the Marine Drive project. I spoke with the CEO of the Tourism Authority, and he says that this is going to cost some $2.8 million. I want to find out the latest on the Marine Drive. Exactly what is that project, for example, was supposed to be a game changer when it comes to employment in the tourism sector. What is the latest?
Okay. The bulk of what the ministry is supposed to do when it comes to Marine Drive is the infrastructural development. And so the two anchor developers that have been engaged, both Ghanaians, and so the local content is very strong. Both Ghanaians are supposed to do the infrastructure. One is to also build up office complex, because if you go to the Marine Drive enclave, you have a lot of government agencies, PWD, beds and beds, all of them there. They have to be moved. Then you have the issue of the arts center people who also have to be moved.
Have they been giving eviction notices, and what kind of arrangements are you looking at?
No. So I think for the most part, almost all the stakeholder engagements have been done. For example, it's not just eviction notices. The ones that needed to be evicted, most of the vegetable growers and there were fishermen, there were a few other coconut sellers and all those things have been evicted. They also occupy some chunk of the land. But government cannot evict itself from its own land. And so when it comes to the issue of government agencies and departments, it's more of relocating them. Then you find out that there's also the art center complex, where for every tourism development, especially in the Marine Drive, it's still going to be a central feature of the development. And so whatever it is, they have to be moved to another site and then brought back when the development is done. And so for Art Center, there's a project coordinating unit, which sits at the Attic, the Accra Tourist Information Center. The ministry did an MOU with the Art Center people. They've all agreed. There's a site that recently was prepared for that. And so at Kaukudi, and so they are going to move to Kaukudi.
Companies have you shortlisted to do what, and when is this likely to start? Yes, we know that you have backroom stuff to do, majority of which you say have been done already.
It's not shortlist. There are contracts that have been awarded to two indigenous Ghanaian firms. One is called Atachi and one is called Freedog. They are the two anchor tenants. Atachi is doing the infrastructural works, and so if you go to site now, and I think you go to site, you see the work. There are about 30 trucks over there. Land is being cleared.
Also, we'll be telling you a full story when it comes to the Tourism Authority interview that I had earlier on. Now let's do some tomato business. And imagine buying a box of tomato for 50 Ghana cedis and selling it for as much as 500 cedis. Well, that is the tale of farmers and market women. Sandra Sinamapenu visited some farms in Koledo in the Greater Accra region and report some traders make as much as 1,000% profit on a box of tomato, leaving farmers in abject poverty.
Huago Tete Stephen entered into farming after dropping out of school at the senior high level due to financial difficulties. At age 25, he cultivates about 4 acres of tomato farm at Koleado in the Greater Accra region. Despite working hard over the years, he tells me his toil is yet to change his standard of living. Inconsistent rain patterns has affected his crops, resulting in low yields.
We are expecting like 50 boxes of tomatoes to come out of the 5 hectares of land. But as you are seeing there, it's only 2 boxes of tomatoes that we have, so it's no good at all.
Another farmer, Ebenezer, described farming as waste of time. According to him, after months of sweat on the farm, the end result is heartbreaking.
And we are down the farmers, we suffer a lot, and even we lose in farming because Even fertilizer, they are selling fertilizer almost 66.
Compounding the situation, they said market women were milking them. This box of tomato, for instance, was sold for 60 cedis.
Because we agree. It agree no contain so muba no mutawe 60 Ghana.
This is agric, and the market women buy a basket for 60 Ghana. A box of rhino is 30 Ghana.
Rhino no omuta no 30 Ghana. 30 Ghana.
And a box of local tomato is bought at 50 Ghana.
Adaka kasia no no muta no onusu 50 Ghana.
Those company ni adanse. Tiema.
There's no factory here in Adan. If we had a factory, things would be much better.
The traders, on the other hand, blame their low pricing on lack of market.
This is the season for tomatoes, but market is bad. I bought this basket for 60 cedis. Transportation from the farm is 10 cedis. Loading is 2 cedis, and transportation to Accra is also 10 cedis.
Our checks revealed a box of tomatoes would have cost Madame Rose Bio a total of 72 cedis on a box to the Malamata markets where she retails it. Based on this calculation, I decided to check on the price of tomato at the Malamata market.
We are currently at the Malamata market to find out how these retailers are actually selling the tomato on the market. And I have with me Auntie Julie to tell me how much she's selling her tomatoes.
Adakano enne yetowei 500 Ghana.
I bought a box of agric tomato today for 500 cedis and the rhino for 300 cedis. So I also sell the smallest bowl of the rhino for 5 cedis and the agric for 7 cedis. The big container of rhino sells for 20 cedis while the agric is going for 25 cedis. Patronage has been good. Madame Rose's box of tomatoes, which cost her a total of 72 cedis including transport from the farm, loading and to Accra, was sold to Auntie Rose for 500 cedis, while her total cost of 62 cedis went for 300 cedis. Clearly, this is the tale of some local farmers working to the benefits of others. According to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Ghana imports between 50,000 to 70,000 metric tons of tomatoes from its neighboring Burkina Faso annually. The cost of this import is estimated at $99.5 million. The Planting for Food and Jobs policy seeks to address the declining growth of Ghana's agricultural sector. The policy also aims to provide marketing opportunities for produce after harvest and also offer ready market for farmers. But it appears some farmers are yet to benefit from this. And until then, some market women will continue to milk farmers of their soil. Sandra Esinamapenu, Joy Business.
It's a sad situation, isn't it? Well, that's how we end business. My name is Odilia Ntiamwa.